A baby Yoda? What in the heck?
No.
Don't you dare. Whew. Thank you. Is he gonna reach out and take the kid's hand? What? Oh, gee whiz. Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I just finished watching the first episode of The Mandalorian. I was not expecting much, so I guess you could say I was mildly pleasantly surprised. I'll give you something of a breakdown. It's definitely sort of a Star Wars, like, Western gunslinger, you know, typical gunslinger with a past. I mean, almost always an orphan, but somewhere deep down, despite the fact that he has a really nasty job, he still has morals. The gunslinger with a heart and a past angle I really like. I am very curious to find out more. Like, I know he's called the Mandalorian, but I want to find this guy's first name, what kind of influence his parents had on him. Apparently he was an orphan and taken in by the Bounty Hunters Guild and then trained up to be a bounty hunter. I'm wondering how old the guy. I want to know all the details because I'm nosy like that. The shooting style, it was sort of, the color palette was very reminiscent of both Rogue One, somewhat of Solo, not quite so much Solo, more like Rogue One. Very muted tones, lots of grays, blues, blacks. Not a whole lot of bright colors. The cinematography, to me, it was very Spielbergian, especially with Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park. You know something really terrible is going on, but for the most part it's not shown. Like, the guy getting pulled through the sort of iris door and getting cut in half, and he's like, ew! But they don't really show it, which is a relief. I hate blood and guts. The short runtime some people were complaining about, but I kind of like it. It was just enough time to keep me interested and keep me from getting bored. I would say overall I am just curious enough to keep watching, and now I'm going to move into my favorites and then scoring the episode. My favorite character so far is the title character, the Mandalorian. He doesn't have a heck of a lot of personality, but his backstory has me very curious, and I'm very curious to see where his character is going to go from here. My favorite part in the episode was definitely when he was in the little corral calming down the blurg. First he was trying to break it and the blurg wasn't having it, but once he took the gentler approach and let her accept him, that was good. I'm glad he didn't just get angry and just decide to shoot her or anything like that. He has a heart, and not just toward animals. And that's a good thing to see. I always have a lot more sympathy for characters that aren't cold and calculating. This guy doesn't seem to be letting his cold past turn him into a nasty fellow. It's just he has a job to do, and sometimes it's nasty, but he doesn't have to be vicious about it. I mean, I don't think this guy's got a vicious bone in his body. He is very good at what he does, but he's not like, I'm going to rip you to shreds because I don't care. He's not that kind of guy, which I like. I do not have a favorite line this episode, maybe the next episode, who knows. Cinematography was definitely one of the high points. I would give it a 9. Costumes, hands down, best part of the series so far. I give those a 10. I'm wondering how many people are going to start making those costumes for either Rebel Legion, 500 First, or Mandalorian Mercs. I really want to see how many, and who gets approved first as the first Mandalorian from the series. Music was definitely the lowest point for me. It had sort of a tribal flair to it. It sort of reminded me of certain episodes of the Clone Wars, especially those set on different planets. But honestly, without John Williams' music is my favorite part about Star Wars. Since Rogue One kept that theme going, that was one of the reasons I really liked it. Solo did not, and that was another reason I wasn't really crazy about Solo. The music is half of the experience for me. So the music, so I give the music only about a 6. The characters, interested enough to keep watching. So I'd give them a 7. Script was another kind of weak point. I mean, it was pretty sparse. There wasn't anything that stood out to me, which is why I don't have a favorite line. So I would give the script a 6.5, and adding all that up, I would give the first episode of The Mandalorian an average score of 7.7 over 10, which already I definitely like it more than Solo, despite the fact that the Force has not yet been mentioned. We'll see what happens. I will give it about 5 episodes before I say whether or not I actually like the series. And I think that's pretty fair. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more G-rated Star Wars content, go ahead and click that little subscription button down below. And don't forget to check out the links in the description box. Sorry about my face. My acne's been running away with me lately, so despite the fact I'm using treatments on it, it just my face doesn't like me right now. So, question of the day. Have any of you seen The Mandalorian yet? And if you have, is there anything you particularly like or don't like about it? Go ahead and post a comment below. So, I'll see everybody again soon. Not sure when. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I can't say right now. But I will definitely be keeping up with the Mandalorian series. And until then, God bless, and may the Force be with you. Bye.